Alright, I failed at level 9 on the premonition. We are in Operation 36 on top of the world. I know they just added some more stuff in here, so I'm going to get to that. But I've had these on the editing shelf for a while, so we're going to do 5, 6, and 7. Kind of run through them and turn that into a little video. We will get to the new stuff on Operation 36 as soon as possible. For level 5, you're at about 200 yards for each one. Little 2-putt birdie there. I never understood that transition. You go right through a mountain. Very left, right into this bunker on 2. Pretty good action out of there for a birdie save. So those of you that are not familiar with Operation 36, it's a way to get people into golf and have them not get super frustrated by the first thing they do in golf is go shoot 150 and get laughed at by their friends or something. So it's just a different way to approach learning the game and a different way to approach scoring pretty good when you start and then making the course harder instead of scoring horrible when you start and just like slowly getting better and better over time until you score a little better. So the goal is to shoot par through 9 holes, and then you start at like 25 yards away. So if you're a kid, if you're just starting out, to take like a wedge and chip it up and putt it in from 25 yards away, and make sure you could do that for 9 holes and break par if those are all par 4s. Everything is a par 4, by the way. So 25-yard par 4, right? If you couldn't do that, which you should stay at that level, right? If you can't break par from 25 yards, stay there until you break par, and then you move back to 75 yards, and then you move back to 125 yards, then you move back to 200 yards, and the goal is just always to break par. So that's the method, okay? They've put it together on GSPRO. There was 3 courses when this was recorded. I will get whatever's new out there as soon as possible. But I think it's a cool idea. I think it's definitely good for kids who just don't hit it as far. There's no reason that they should be hitting off the women's tee or anything like that. If there's something like this that can satisfy playing multiple par 4s and saying I got birdies, I got pars, and still making it like an equitable and, what's the word I want, progressive. Golf is kind of like regressive. Like, you just get thrown out there and you're losing balls and it costs more money and blah blah blah. You're at the range. When if you went out, you know, if I went out and played an 18-hole course where all the par 4s were 200 yards, I might shoot 10 under, might shoot 12 under. And how good would that feel? Yeah, it's an easy course, but I've never shot 12 under in my life. So I get the concept and the appeal, and you're gonna get kids out there who are just like used to scoring 12 under, and I think that's probably good mentally, rather than having people start at 60 over. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. We're gonna birdie this one as well. We got one more hole here on level 5. We'll jump to level 6 and then level 7 and see if we can pass those as well. Like I said, level 9 I think we've shot +1 and failed it, so on the last course. So I want to get on top of the world. I want to get past level 9. Although this course I think is harder, so I think it's going to be a little tougher to do so here. Score of 30, and we'll zoom back for level 6. The top of the world course is pretty cool. I think you certainly get a little used to it. We've gone back about 30 to 50 yards depending, and I hit it out of bounds, I think. That was pretty good. Okay, 90, and a bad swing there. A couple horrible starts. Are we going to save par? No. We're actually going to bogey the first on level 6, so not great. After going like -7 on the last level, we're going to have to really step it up. I think I decided to hit this like club that I don't hit ever, which may have been part of it. I liked how that came off. Sits in there for a birdie. We'll get rid of the bogey, get back to even, and move on from here. 221 on the third. Close the face down, my goodness. Really slid under that one. Able to stop it near the hole for another birdie. Get a little momentum going here early as we zoom over to 4. 230 yards on this one. Nice swing there. Settles in about 30 away. Keep the birdies going. Oh my. Ugh. Go in. A little chip in eagle action would have been nice. Trying to play around with this hybrid, and no matter what I do to it, I just don't like it. So it is what it is. 44. Oof, bounces a little long, and a par on the card. 6th upcoming. Yikes. I always pull it left on this hole. Like, I've obviously played this a bunch. Always pull it left. No idea why. This one gets like a member's bounce, rolls almost over there for an eagle, but we'll have to take a birdie. Graphics card struggling to go through the mountain. Get a little glimpse of Minecraft there. And then the big uphill, 7th, 240. Not great. It's going to be in the rough, 65 away, and blasted that by. There's a little backstop. It may get a roll. Not far enough. Had to go up it a little more to come back down. 8th upcoming. We got a little bit of a cushion. Shouldn't be in too much danger here. Looks like I'm hitting an old Callaway Warbird, and that was a result that maybe to be expected. 56 away, and that's short. I was just talking about the 3-shot cushion. Let's not give that away here. Come on. Alright, settles in for a par. One more hole for level 6. We're going to bring in level 7 in this video as well, and then try and see if we can conquer level 9 in the next one after level 8, of course. All right, 40, less than 40 away, 34. Another birdie here. Nope, too far. All right. -3, a 33, and we're off to level 7. All right, level 7 coming up here. This is a different day. That I believe it's Super Bowl Sunday, actually, if I got the jersey on. Not a great day for me. I don't buy into any of the conspiracy crap. I think the 49ers in particular were gassed at the end of the game. They looked tired on offense and defense. Kansas City looked tired. And Patrick Mahomes ran for like 56 yards. Hadn't ran all game. 56 yards. Down the field, touchdown. That's what happens. I think it's kind of like going against Tom Brady, you know. There would be like 30 seconds left, and he needed a touchdown, and it would happen. So I feel that way about watching Patrick Mahomes too, even as a Niner fan. We got rid of the jersey pretty quick there as we head to the third even par downhill here. We're back all the way to 270. And I think I decided that I was just going to hit like 5-iron and then wedge. So I don't like pull driver and try to drive the green or anything. I think I was working on my long irons. 5-iron wedge, 5-iron wedge, all the way through. And I don't remember, I'm sure we're not like 6 under or anything, but hopefully we have enough momentum as we go into levels 8 and 9. Kind of flat-footed. It's working out. Little knuckleball down the middle. A good approach though. Birdie on the card. 5th hole, -1. 275. The swing looks terrible. I look injured. This looks like peak shoulder tightness the way I'm swinging. Blasted that one by the pin for a bogey, it looks like. Ugh. Alright. Gonna have to come back a little bit here with 3 holes left to go. Let's see if we go left. What do you bet? Oh, at least it's trying to come back. I always go left. With 24 away, it'd be nice to get a birdie. Stop. No. Not gonna happen. 2 holes remaining and even par. We gotta get this here. Couple good shots in a row can secure. Being under par. Look at that violent, like, it's not good. Playing like 115 looks good. Yeah, shot of the day there. Nice and straight, face straight, path straight, spin good, distance good. Cool hole here. I like how it kind of funnels in. 254. I was just playing an iron. Best iron swing of the day, probably. Lands in this little cranny about 40 away. Another birdie here would ice it. Looks like a push, and it's long. So Not super confident in the chipping. One more hole left. Cannot double bogey. That is what's at stake. Can't go left either. Sticking with the iron, pushed it into a bunker. Perfect. Not going to be in the water from there. Just one good wedge shot again from 86. Gave it a good effort, but it's going to come up short. Oh no, and it's going to be a bogey unless it gets all the way off. It does, so we're going to have to chip. And then it's going to be a bogey. Well, I guess we could par. Sit. Okay, it's a bogey. Finish it even. Barely got through. We'll do levels 8 and 9 later.